I'm Ethan. And this is Dayna's Music Notes!
Welcome to GiGi and Poppy Camp. So this is the third year now that my husband and I have done a GiGi and Poppy Camp, and each year we've done a different theme. Our first year ever was GiGi and Poppy Camp H2O, all about water experiments and water balloons and water guns. The year after that was sky, and we studied the stars, and we studied planets and airplanes. And now this year is GiGi and Poppy Camp around the world, and such a fun theme, I think. Just pulled out all of the things that we have from all around the world. We're going to do a different continent each day and study the continents that go with that, and also have these fun little passports for the kids. So I'm on the Beast right now, and one of the things you haven't seen on the Beast is the names of all my grandchildren that my husband carved out. So let's take a look right over here. Excited about the video this week because you get to see a lot of my grandchildren, and they're going to be playing songs for you and their scales and some warm-ups. But right now let's go on in and learn the F scale and the F chords, because the song at the end that my grandson's going to play for you will involve all of the F chord progressions. So let's go. Okay, so let's look at our F scale. So the F scale is the first scale that you're going to learn that is not the same fingering as the rest. So start on F, remember our fork, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Finger 4 is going to play the B flat. Thumb under to the C. We skipped the B because we played B flat instead. Now you're not going to use your pinky at all in this scale. So coming back down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your fourth finger instead of your third finger crosses over to the B flat. And so if you remember our tetrachords that I taught you about in another lesson, so here's your first tetrachord, whole step, half step. And then here's your second tetrachord, whole step, half step. And then the two tetrachords are joined by one whole step. So F, G, A, B flat, thumb under to the C, D, E, F. So now we will look at the F chord. So remember, your chords are always your first, your third, and your fifth tone of your scale. And so the F chord does not have any sharps or flats because your one flat is the fourth tone. So now let's look at the chord progression. So remember, when you do a chord progression, you use your first tone, your fourth tone, and your fifth tone. So we go from F chord, then we're going to do a B flat chord, which is B flat, D, F. And then our fifth chord, the C, is just your regular C chord. But when you learned about inversions, instead of jumping way up here, you can play the F down here instead. Then go back to your first chord. And then instead of jumping to C here or here, we're going to play the C chord right here. So see how it's inverted? There's our C. Instead of playing it down here, we're playing it there. Okay, so your F chord progression. And then be sure and try these with your left hand also. Okay, and then I'm pretty sure most of you know the song Happier by Marshmello and Bastille, and it's a really cute video. If you have not seen the video Happier, watch it, but maybe grab a tissue. There's a little sad part. But so my grandson's gonna play Happier at the end of this, and I wanted to show you these chord progressions. Now the only thing that's different is you're gonna start out with a D minor, and we're gonna learn about major and minor keys very soon. But if you remember your D major chord, D minor is this. All right, so this chord progression from Happier is gonna start on a D minor, and then all the rest of them, there's the C, there's your F, and then the last one. So this whole entire song is played with those 4 chords: D minor, C, F, and B flat. So there you go. If you want to try to work on those in this same order, and if you're interested, then another time I can teach you how to play the top part of it. And that part's easy. It's just if you can play by ear at all, start on your A. So if you wanted to try that. And you go back to that same chord progression. There you go, and just listen at the end for Ethan. Okay, everyone, we have a special guest with us today. This is my granddaughter, Adeline, and she is 6 years old. Would you like to say hi to everyone, Adeline?
Hi.
She's going to play the C scale and the C chord for us today. So go ahead, let's hear it. Job, and then your C chord. Yay, good job. Okay, this is Colin, and you may remember him from one of my previous videos when he did the pink song with me. But today he's going to play some arpeggios. Okay, go ahead, Colin. Good, and then G. Yep, pedal. You're fine. Go ahead. Good. And last one, D. Whoops. Good job. Give me a smile. So Colin has also been working on the end of All Our Exploring. And if you watched my very first intro video, that's the song that I played at the very end. So right now, Colin's going to play the beginning of this piece, and then we'll do the rest as a duet. Wait, go a little slower. Job. All right, so now we'll finish it up as a duet. Good job. Okay, everyone, this is Ethan, my oldest grandson. He was the one in the very start of this video, and he's also the one that I've talked about who helped me get started on YouTube. He kind of taught me everything I needed to know to get started, and we use KineMaster or KineMaster, but I've heard it said KineMaster. So I wonder who's right. But anyway, he helps with all of my editing. So this is him. And he is going to play the song Happier for us. And this is the one that is going to have all the chord progressions from our new F scale. So take it away. Good job, buddy. Well, that concludes my video today, and I'd just like to say welcome to my dining room. And if you've watched any of my videos at all, then you know how much I love a good theme. And so this is my one room of the house, my dining room, where I decorate with the seasons. I change everything out, and it's kind of like go big or go home. And so this was really fun to decorate for GiGi and Poppy Camp Around the World theme. And I borrowed several things, like from my parents. These things are from China that I borrowed from my mom. We have some stuff from Romania that I also borrowed from my parents. Over here is a cool German stein. And then my husband has been to Russia, and so all the stuff over here is from Russia. We've got some Russian money. You've got your fun Petrushka doll. We've got this cool little diorama from Japan. Oh, and here's a picture of me and my husband in Moscow in front of St. Basil's. So we love to travel, and we would like to go lots more places. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed meeting some of my grandkids and listening to them play the piano. And I do hope you'll join me next week, because we're going to talk about the pedals on the piano. So if you have a piano, there are 3 pedals, and they all do different things. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the main pedal that you're going to use, and just how to actually use that. There is a certain way that you need to practice to make it work smoothly. So we will talk about all of that, and I hope you'll join me then. So thank you so much for watching. See you next week.